Now, I swore early in the spring that I would try and get all of the Jeeps out on the road or out for a ride at least once or twice a month. And here we are. What are we? We are the middle end of August. And I have not taken Gray out since April. So today, if the weather holds, I am going to try to get Gray started and see if we can't take it for a short ride. I've had it on the battery charger for most of the day, and I'm going to take her out of the garage and see if we can't take it for a ride. And oh, by the way, even though it is the middle of August, it's 59 degrees out here, and I think Old Gray hopefully is going to run pretty cool no matter where I take it today. So because it's been sitting for months, I am going to give it a shot of carb cleaner. And hopefully give it a little help started. Alright, so we're going to switch from carb cleaner to starter fluid. So right now it's not pulling any gas out of the fuel tank up into the carburetor, so it's only starting on what I put in the carb. So I switched over to gas, or gasoline. this story before, that my dad bought Old Gray, or bought this Jeep in 1949. Some family members think it might have been 50 or 51. The earliest registration I have is in my mother's name, and that was in, I think, 1951. So whether it was 49, 50, or 51, I don't think it really matters at this point, because it's been in the family for a long, long time. Now, based on the serial number on the frame, or the tag number, this thing was built in June of 43. So it was definitely built in the middle of the war. We really don't know where the Jeep went. I don't know how you ever know where these things went. But we do know that there's a lot of parts on it that are not original. So for instance, there's several F-script parts on the Jeep, which I guess is not untypical. But the motor that came with it, when my dad bought it, was dated 1944, a whole year later. So we don't know. So we don't know if this thing was in any kind of a combat, or if it was any kind of accident, but definitely something happened that caused this thing to get a lot of parts replaced in it. There are a lot of collectors out there who want to recreate World War II Jeeps, you know, with the symbols and the stars and the numbers, the unit numbers, and I'm not that guy. I have a little different feeling about these old Jeeps. I don't think it's right or wrong, but for me, this Jeep spent more time, by decades, in civilian hands, my dad's hands. So this Jeep's history, gotta get up this hill here. So this Jeep's history is actually the history of my family, not of World War II. Part of that history is more woods riding, hunting. My dad was a big hunter. He loved to be out in the woods hunting. So for me, I'm more interested in honoring the history of this Jeep and my family, and especially honoring my dad. He bought it, he saved it, he used it. So you'll probably never see me adding any kind of a World War II script or World War II World War II markings. It's just not who I am. Like I said, I have no objection to it. It's not my thing. Alright. God bless it, so rough. Oh, shoot. Alright, let's finish the ride. So clearly I've got to take this thing out more often. Was it April, May, June, July, August? So it's been 3.5 months, and it's not good to let them sit for that long. Anyway, run good. It always runs good. Got a little bit of a sputter, and that usually happens after it heats up. I haven't figured that one out yet. Still smokes. The motor that the boys bought to power this was a used motor. It wasn't a rebuilt motor. So whatever was wrong with the motor before it went in is still wrong with it now. And somewhere along the line, I'm going to have to figure out how to fix whatever is wrong with it. But right now, for the occasional drive around the block, it runs pretty good. Plenty of power and doesn't overheat. Other than the smoking, I'm pretty happy with it. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this little short ride, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, please. I am trying to get to 1,000 subs before the end of the year, and I know with your help we can do it. Guys, I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.